Long ago, in a valley where the stars shimmered closer to the earth and every flower hummed a tune of its own, there lay the hidden kingdom of echoes. This land was ruled by Queen Alara, a kind-hearted monarch whose voice could calm storms and heal the sick. Her daughter, Princess Leora, had a gift unlike any other: she could understand the language of birds. On her 12th birthday, Leora was gifted a special pendant made from moonstone by her mother. But as the celebration lit up the sky with lanterns and music, a strange, cold breeze swept through the valley. It carried with it a single feather, transparent and glowing, a crystal feather. It floated down and landed gently in Leora's hands. That night, she heard the wind speak for the first time: "The feather has chosen you, child of song. The lost forest awaits." Curiosity burned brighter than fear in Leora's heart. Early the next morning, she set off with her best friend, Nico, a mischievous talking fox, and the feather tucked safely inside her pendant. They ventured through the whispering woods, crossed the river of reflections, and finally reached the lost forest, a place long hidden by ancient magic. Inside, trees swayed without wind, and the air was thick with forgotten voices. The feather glowed brighter with every step they took. They met a grumpy tree named Grunkle, who had been rooted for 500 years and had seen many adventurers lost in the forest. Grunkle said,
"The one who carries the crystal feather must restore the mirror tree. Only then can the forest remember its name."
Deep in the heart of the lost forest stood the mirror tree, a silver-barked, hollow tree with leaves like shards of glass. It had once reflected every creature's true self, but now it was dark, twisted, and broken, cursed by an ancient betrayal. To restore it, Leora needed to find 3 pieces of truth hidden in the world: the lullaby of the stars, the tear of a forgotten giant, the memory of a fallen phoenix. Each was guarded by creatures of legend, and each would test Leora in unexpected ways. Their first quest led them to the floating isles of Arion, where star songbirds danced in the sky. The Queen Starbird, elegant and brilliant, was grieving: her voice had been stolen by a sky witch. Leora, Nico, and Grunkle set a trap using moonlight and melody, luring the witch with a song Leora sang from her heart. When the witch was caught, she whispered, "I only stole what I once lost: hope." Instead of punishing her, Leora forgave her. Moved, the witch returned the starbird's voice, and the lullaby of the stars was gifted in return, a song captured in a glowing sphere. Next, they traveled to the sleeping canyons, where stone giants once roamed. They met a weeping statue, Torin, the last giant, turned to stone by sorrow. He had forgotten why he cried but could not stop. Leora climbed into his stony hand and sang the lullaby. It awakened his memories: his brother lost in a storm, his heart broken. A single tear rolled down and crystallized as it fell. The tear of a forgotten giant was theirs. The final quest brought them to the Ashen Peaks, where the last phoenix had burned itself to save a village centuries ago. Legend said its memory still flickered among the ashes. There, they met a girl named Ember, who wore a scarf of fire and had no past. She had been raised by wind spirits and always felt like something inside her wanted to fly. The feather glowed again. When Ember touched it, she was enveloped in golden flame: the phoenix had lived within her all along. She burst into light, and from the ashes, she rose, radiant and alive. A single ember remained in Leora's hands, the memory of the fallen phoenix. With the 3 relics in hand, they returned to the mirror tree. Leora placed each relic in the hollow of the tree. The tree shimmered, then cracked open, revealing a spiral of mirrors, each reflecting not just appearances but hearts, histories, and hopes. The curse lifted. The forest sang. The wind whispered, "The echoes have been restored. The feather has found its flame." Grunkle turned young again. Nico glowed with silver fur. And Leora, her pendant now held a small tree sprouting crystal leaves. Back in the kingdom of echoes, the skies cleared, and stars returned to their rightful brilliance. Queen Alara wept with joy at her daughter's return. Leora wasn't the same. She was braver, wiser, and carried within her the voices of the world. Ember became the guardian of the skies. Nico became the royal trickster. Grunkle returned to the forest, a happy sapling now. And the mirror tree remained as a sanctuary of truth and memory. One day, as Leora stood in her tower, the feather lifted from her pendant and floated into the wind once more. The world has more to show. Another story awaits. And far away, in another corner of the world, a child looked up and saw a glowing feather drifting down.